Hi guys, I am doing a little, here's my palette of paint that's left over from a painting. This is a challenge. I'm going to give out prizes and awards. I want you to think about this challenge with me. I'm having a challenge where you take a plate and show me the plate and then show me the finished piece of something you have left over from a painting. All right. So while I'm sharing this with you, it's going to be a fun little opportunity for you to still be able to get on and get this special. This is just through tonight. Look, you go to onestroke.com and you get 50% off any online lessons. And this is the code 5019, only through midnight tonight. All right, it was the last day. I thought I'd get on and share with you. All right, I've got a black canvas to start with. I'm going to take a pencil and kind of do something, see what, if you can guess what this is. All right, and I'm just kind of creating something here. And what does that look like? What does that look like? Do you guys know? All right, and I bet you're going to think a witch, but it's not. All right, and so I'm just going to start right here and see what it happens to be. It's not a witch's hat. So let's see what you guys think it ends up being after we get going. I'm gonna trick you into accomplishing something that you're not sure what it's gonna be, but I bet so. Oh, yep, Don got it. But let's see how my scarecrow goes. I am using the colors that are in my A to Z kit. And I thought I'd catch people maybe on their lunch. Let's see if that works. All right, so we are just going to do an abstract fun scarecrow. How does that sound? All right, I'm using the leftover paints from something I had to paint this morning. Okay, and oh, let me see. Here, this is what I had to paint this morning. There you go. All right, just a quick little short. Hello, hello, Linda. And I just want you guys to still be able to use this 50% off on online lessons only till tonight. All right, on onestroke.com. And here's your code 50% off 5019. All right. So, what I want to share with you is now we're going to come in here. This is One Stroke Painting. Guess what? We're using killer paint. This paint can go on wood, metal, ceramic, glass, indoor, outdoor. It's got a sealer in it. It's folk art, multi-surface paint, my go-to paint for everything I use. It's thick and creamy, does exactly what I need for one-stroke painting. You have to have not a watered down paint. You have to have not a thick pasty paint. You have to have just the right paint to do one-stroke painting. And our friends at Plaid Enterprises makes it all happen for me for over 30 years. Over 30 years. That makes me old. I've traveled the world and taught for this amazing company. All right. So I want you to see that we need support from you guys, my friends out there that might want to create during this holiday season, and for the paint company and the surfaces and the canvases and everything that we use that makes our painting successful. Hello, hello. Oh, I'm glad your husband's doing better. Thank you, thank you. I've got a few of you out there on our prayer list, and along with our family members who are going through our losses. Okay, so see, just loose. Don't worry about it being perfect. Let's come across here with a band of color. All right, what do you think? All right, just that looks bright. That looks like yellow ochre, but it's really this darker color. Isn't that funny how it looks on black? All right, so look, I'm going to come back here and I'm going to do with this brown burnt umber. This is linen and brown that I put there. And then back here, we are going to bring some of the straw from our guy here. We're gonna put some flowers too, so and you could turn this into a jack-o'-lantern, but with a pumpkin head if you want to, but that's not what I'm doing today. All right, so I'm gonna come in here with yellow ochre a little bit, and let's do the front, the front straw from the hat. Okay, and you want this color to be brighter because it's supposed to look like it's in front, okay? So this is looking like it's in front, the darker brown's in the back. Does that make sense? All right, so let me show you that we have all kinds of seasons coming up with all kinds of fun things to paint and create, to decorate your house with one-stroke painting, to teach classes and sell your wares. I got a few of you on right now that are doing craft arts and crafts fairs right now. Doing really good too. That makes me happy. And some that are doing really good painting, but they can't wait to see what people say. That's a good thing. All right. So I want you to see, I can just use a dauber. Let me get my dauber out of here. I'm going to just use a dauber. So this is one stroke painting. And I want you to know that whenever I'm like in a query and thinking, oh, I just need to get my head in a good place, I love to come and just paint. Okay. And then it gets my mind off everything else, and I can create and enjoy what I'm creating and have a good time doing it. All right, so we're going to come right in here. And lots of times I put stitches or something along here. All right, and let's take this liner, and I'm going to take, these are leftover paints. This is my challenge. We're going to October 15th with you guys coming on onestroke.com. And so you can see right now, see the discounts for doing online lessons. You can also, my challenge is to take a picture of your plate that's left over from a painting. I always have trouble starting. After that, I'm lost in it. Exactly. I paint 2 one-stroke rose paintings this morning. Yay, Gina. So I want you to show a leftover plate from something you've been painting and take a picture of it, then take a picture of it done, and post it on our Facebook group. And it is Donna Dewberry's. You can also see about Donna right here on YouTube, and it'll tell you it. But Donna Dewberry's official, because there's lots of Donna Dewberry one-stroke groups, but this is the official Donna Dewberry. And sorry, Donna Dewberry's official one-stroke group. All right, you have to answer 2 questions, like, so we know you're real. So just say what kind of paint you, where you saw me, okay? What brought you to the site? Just 2 little questions. All right, and then post your picture, and I will take, and we're going to give out prizes and awards and show you off right there on our site. And I'm going to end it on October 15th. You can still do it always, but how fun would that be? So I'm going to have some fun gifts and giveaways. Okay, so like, oh, I didn't put a cheek, but you know what? When this dries, you can come in here and put a cheek. So this isn't as fun as it's going to be when I put some pink colors, right? All right, so I'm going to come in here and put a little eyebrow. See how that changes the whole look a little bit? I can put a couple lashes out here. This is just supposed to be cutesy. Cutesy is not totally my thing, but lots of people in other countries love cutesy too. And some of you do. And I've got so many grandchildren, I've got 34 grandchildren, and some of my porch cleaners I'm doing, they love. And so I'm just trying to figure out who am I going to give those to. Now look, I can stitch here, like just acting like I would paint the faces of my mom, would turn them into cute little scarecrows and stuff to sit on your front porch. And she would do muslin faces and have me paint them. What I didn't like is when she made the dolls and stuff and had me paint it after, because what if I mess up on that one piece of little fabric, right? All right. And so what I'm going to do while that's drying for a few minutes is I'm going to start with some flowers. How's that sound? Now I am pulling out this A to Z kit, the killer kit. If you're a member of our One Stroke Advantage group, you get 20% off anything on my website. So this, if you want to start, guys, this is a killer kit. You get the wood storage box. It's A to Z, one stroke painting, floral painting, 50 beginner lessons. When you buy this, you get the 50 online lessons. You get 50 of these laminated cards that you practice right on. Oops. You're going to get 10 full-size bottles of paint, 5 high-quality brushes. So if you're new and you want to try it after watching me, here's all the things you're going to get. But look at this. You're going to get 10 full bottles of paint to paint all 50 flowers to practice them. And so in 1 hour, working on each one of these sheets, 1 hour, I'm going to tell you that you're going to paint something you can't believe you painted in 1 hour. All right. So 10 colors, 1 floating medium. This is the clear that I use instead of water. And I'm going to say, let's do a sunflower. I'll do a couple of sunflowers on here. And I want you to see that I can use all kinds of colors for sunflowers. All right, so I'm going to pick up brown and licorice. We've got licorice right here already, and I can put a little bit of Pueblo. Okay, so look. All right, so you tap that on there. Then you're going to take, I'm going to use a bigger brush than a 12, but you can practice on your guide. All right, so this is like having a teacher at home with you. Look, right there, I use yellow on that one with the scruffy. All right, so look, I'm going to come right here and pick up these colors, both sides, and then I'm going to come out here. I'm going to get a little bit of this burnt color as I go. All right, so my deal is I'm trying to get that wet paint and I'm pulling out from there. All right, so let's see. Grab a little bit of that and it shades it as I go. All right, and I don't want too much black, so we're going to keep coming around. Now, so I want you to think that you can go out into your garden and look at any flower, and I have 50 flowers for you to start with, and you can say, oh, that's the same petal as that flower. And look at that. This is wet on wet. We don't have to let anything dry. We just start painting. No, I could learn. Yeah, you can learn one stroke, and I'm telling you, and this kit is called A to Z. All you do is go to onestroke.com and you click and write under search A Z and it will take you to the kit. Okay. So now let me show you. I'm going to go ahead and come back in here and repounce where I pulled everything out and kind of messed up the center. Okay. And then I can take a little bit of Pueblo. I'm trying to only use the paint that's in here, but you know what? There's no rules about that. You can get a little bit more if you need to. Okay, so let's do another little one right here. Okay, and I can do, let's do a triangle design, and I teach you this. You don't even have to join my One Stroke Advantage group, which is only like $10 a month. To get the 20% off, that's your advantage. It's called One Stroke Advantage. But go subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Every week I put on multiple free lessons every week. And there's a section, get that floating medium, there's a section that teaches you from the beginning, 3 years of the lessons, how to load your brush, what do you paint with that brush. And you can learn little tutorials that there's hundreds of them that you can start learning one stroke painting right there. And listen, it tells you my email is donnadewberry1@hotmail.com. 1 is number 1. I'm there even if you don't see all my information on my site, it's right here on my YouTube channel. Please subscribe, and please, you write me and ask me any questions that you have. If you want to know where I'm going to be, I've got all my next year's traveling schedule that I already have scheduled, and people signing up. They're putting deposits down for next year. Okay. And it is right on onestroke.com. All right. And if you ever come to Florida to Disney, I'm right by Disney. And you can come to my painting studio and paint with me. And we have so much fun when people come visit from Florida, from overseas, other countries. And look at this. I picked up a little bit of white. These are what's right inside that kit I just showed you, A to Z. So if you want to get started and you don't know where to start, let me tell you, this is a perfect way for you to start. And you can also get my most used brushes under bundles. If you search bundles, there's paints that I use mostly on my YouTube channel, a little bundle of paints. There is the most used brushes there, and it's an extra discount there for all you guys to go check it out, okay? I've been painting cards. Yay! 20 years ago. I'm telling you, using leftover paint is what I use for my cards. So I just get a box of the cards and have them right by you. And so when you have leftovers, see how I repounce the sunflower? Well, I show you all that video that teaches you step by step how to do one-stroke painting and become a pro at it. And my goal is to help you make money and save money. How does that sound? And here's what I do. I get these cards, or right now you can get ornaments. I just get some cards, some blank cards, and I have them there. So when I'm through, I can just jump in, all right, and paint. All right, look, 50 A to Z flowers, 50 beginner. And so you're going to get all the brushes, 10 full bottles of paint. The box that it carries in is like having me at home with you. You get the floating medium also, and the 50 lessons. So come on, try it. All right. So that was some sunflowers. I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to come in here and there's another chrysanthemum type flower. So let's put some of this up here. Okay, this is a flat black base coating, but I want you to know what's wonderful about our folk art paint. It's folk art multi-surface paint. And the reason I use that is I can paint this on glass, metal, ceramic. Look, multi-surface, folk art multi-surface. You can get it on our onestroke.com site and other places, but I want you to know that this paint will go indoors, outdoors, glass, metal, ceramic, fabric, but you have different mediums if you do fabric. But the fun thing is how creative you can be with just the paint, acrylic, water base. Is user friendly, especially if you have allergies out there. I want you to know this is not the true color you're seeing here. It's kind of crazy. See, this is the real color, but when I'm putting it here, it's turning like a bright color. And I do have my lights on, so I don't know what's going on, but that's okay. So look, you're going to alternate the colors you pick. You're going to practice this right on here. You practice on this and wipe it off. It's got a laminating film on it. So you stroke right here with me and wipe it off, okay? Until you feel comfortable, and then you're ready to go. All right, so let's look here. I can come in here like I'm going out there further and further. All right. This is a chrysanthemum. My birthday's in November. This is my birthday flower. Okay. So I'm on the chisel. I'm going to teach you the chisel of this brush. All right. And so I love to come on and just do a fun painting and help you see something you can do to decorate your front porch and get ready for kind of in between Halloween and fall. So that's kind of fun. We just went to the DIY store and got porch leaners, and there's a bunch of them pre-cut on pine, and they are 1 by 12 by 36. And they're just porch leaners. And so they're outdoors. Our paint has a sealer in it. You just paint it, base coat it, and you're ready to go. All right. So right now, those are just a few colors. Now, I'm gonna heat this up because I want to put a cheek on here because I forgot his cheeks. All right. We want him rosy. Okay. All right, I do have to kind of cheat. I had lots of green. All right. Yes, I want to be there for you guys. I want to help you. If you're struggling and you're just like, please tell me what I'm doing wrong, just message me on Messenger even or onestroke.com, and I try to answer all your questions and help you through. All right. But I do go to my Messenger daily to check it out, make sure that there's no questions or anything there. I want to show you before I put the cheeks on. I'm just going to take my brush. Oops, I need some floaty medium. I dip in the floaty medium. There we go. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit of that orange. Oh, I guess it won't show. All right, so I'm going to come in here and practice this leaf that's right on that guide. All right. So one stroke painting is blending, shading, and highlighting in each stroke. We've got wonderful brushes. These are my one stroke brushes that I've created with Plaid, the paint company. And it's Folk Art One Stroke program, a product. And you can be painting like a pro. So let me tell you what I always tell everybody, especially when you're getting started. You're one stroke away from becoming an artist. How fun is that? I even put that on shirts so that you know that you too can make this happen. Listen, you can paint get 2 cards, put 2 cards together and paint some sunflowers with some tulips, and I spend an hour on this, an hour on that, put them on art paper or put it on a Dollar Tree surface. Get your friends together and say, everybody pitch in $20 each. And let me tell you, you will be, and I'll show them what you painted. You don't have to show them my painting, show what you just painted, which gives you the confidence. I will show y'all how to do this. And that will pay for your painting habits and more. So how does that sound? I used to get in trouble in QVC because I was saying, I'm going to help you make money and save money. And they're in my ear going, you can't promise that. I said, but I'm helping them. I'm helping them. Okay. So I want you to see late to the party. Well, you know what? I'm going to tell you a little secret, but I am still in my pajamas, which I should not tell anybody that. But hey, I had so much to get done today. And you know what? I love you guys. I got sidetracked and thought, I bet you guys would like to do this competition with me. It's a challenge, not a competition. I bet you would like, I had all this paint left over. Not the green. I just had to get the green. I want you to take a picture of your plate or your palette. I got to redo that one. I don't like that. Look, that's my leftovers from what I did earlier. Okay. So I was doing this as a short, really quick and easy. And I thought, hey, which is a 1-minute short. I thought, hey, I'm going to take this leftover paint and give y'all a challenge right here today till the 15th of October. That gives you some time, and you come and you post the pictures on my Facebook group, Donna Dewberry's official one stroke group, and I'm going to give gifts and giveaways for those who participate. All right. And everybody who participates is going to get something. All right. And so take a picture of your friends. If you're painting together, take a picture of what you're painting. Um, so am I. That's right. Oh, you're in your pajamas too. Well, I just thought, you know what? I'm not going to put on makeup. I'm not getting dressed. I'm just going to paint. You guys like to just see painting sometimes, right? All right. So at our age, that's our prerogative. Yes. All right. I know, but I'm supposed to stay professional here. But you know what? You guys like me just to pop on sometimes and surprise you, don't you? Okay. Now I'm going to, I still need something besides these dull colors. All right. But I still gave you your mission, right? Oops, I got a mess going on here and you guys can see it. All right. So I'm going to come in here and I think I need some red going on here. All right. So we can take red and yellow and let's make like, let's do some daisies. Oh, darn it, guys. I keep forgetting I need cheeks. Okay, I'm going to stop and put my cheeks in. And because I needed a cheek right there. All right, so here's a good idea. Since I don't want to go in there and do a bunch. So let's get my scruffy brush and let's just put a little pink and floating medium together. That's red. I got to hold this steady. And the floating medium, I'll make it kind of see-through. Okay. See, it changes everything. All right. But I'm too close to the red over here, so I want to make it higher. Okay. She's cockeyed smile. You like the way I am? Thank you. All right. So then I want you to see that I'm going to put 2 dots in here and 2 dots in here to put a little bit of a twinkle. All right, now look at this. I can come right here and I can pull a sparkle on his nose. Oh, I don't know if that was a good idea. A twilight. Little twilight there. Give me some thumbs up if you like what I'm sharing, please. Little twinkle. Well, thank you. I just want you to see that this is just leftover paint, except for the green. I'm sorry. I'll let you cheat a little bit. But it could be 2 plates from 2 different projects. That's why, because I just threw away and pulled out my garbage can here, my garbage bag full of paint plates that I was saving before I decided to do this. Now, having the black canvas already black, these are from Michael's, and I just order them and they deliver them to my house. I love to paint on paper plates. Yes. All right. So let's take this, and I'm going to do a few of these. And what we will do is we can take yellow, make a circle, and here for the center. All right. Well, one little thing that make a difference, guys, I want you to see. I have to do this first. All right. So today, I just, as a little heads up, and today, which is the 25th, because we had a sale till the 20th. I moved it to 25th. You like this official poster? You go to onestroke.com, 50% off any online lessons that I'm selling. They're 3 hours or more, usually tons of things, educational and all to look at and more. There's like 500 to pick from. Then the code to get half off. So if it's $35 or whatever, a couple of people just did $17 video. Let me go watch this. Just try one. It's 5019. 5019. All right, is the code to get the discount. And now I forgot what I was doing. Oh, so this little kiss tool, it is called a wipe away tool when you go look on my site. And it's very inexpensive, but it's so fun. And for $1 more, you can get 2 wipe away tools in there, 2 different ones. All right, but I want to show you that I can change this whole look by going all around here with fresh paint. You don't want it dried. And you're going to dip dot all the way with this rubber little tip. Okay, all the way around and change the whole look of this little sunflower. All right, now I teach you all kinds of tips and tricks on my, every week I put new videos on my YouTube channel. So please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, then have it ring the bell. It's free. And it tells you when I'm going to be alive and pops up if you want to come on and watch me. All right, you can then come in here with white and put a couple of white ones in here in the midst of that, and it just makes it just pop. All right, so see those? All right, any questions? Let me know any questions, because I love to share with you when I'm on like this, so that you can tell me what's happening with your painting, and as you're working on this, what happens. All right, so I'm going to come up here, and that's what I was going to show you. I can put these little pretty little white dots right around here and make this little flower pretty. I'm going to do the rest of my sunflowers, but I might do those on another day, and I'm going to keep adding to this painting. I just needed to come on and say hi and catch some of you during a lunch break and let you see that really quickly you can have a surprise visitor pop up. But also, if you pay $10 for a month and try, if you really want to learn this, try some of the lessons that I have each week as a member. So joining me and subscribing is free. Okay, so please go try. And I'm trying to think of what, let's look. Let's take our liner, and I can do little lines to make it a little bit more detail. All kinds of things that you can add on here that will change the whole look and just give you more detail. All right, you got a band on there. You also can come in here with the white or the linen. Okay, and I can come right around here and put a few little highlights. Okay, to just give you a little bit of more. And this is all folk art multi-surface paint. I am multi-surface queen. That's what I love, because I want to put out one paint, and we have all kinds of beautiful specialty paints and glitters and dragonfly glaze mediums, all kinds of fun things. But what I want to share with you is one stroke painting makes you one stroke away from becoming an artist. And I just like to show you little tips and tricks so you can make something you can sell, you can give as a gift. With 7 children and 34 grandchildren, they're always saying, Mima, can you paint something for my teacher? Mima, can you paint something for my new apartment? I need a 36 by 40 massive painting. And guess what? Mima makes it happen. And you can too if you're decorating your home. I started out as a self-made decorator because I always wanted pretty things in my home. And with 7 children, I couldn't always afford it, even though my husband was a builder. All right. So see how just little bits of curls, and look, if you don't have a pretty leaf, you just come out here with your paintbrush and outline the leaf. And I have to tell you, with all the books that I created for the paint company for Plaid, it's Plaid Enterprises, wonderful company. And all the years, I've been with them 30 years, all the years of working with Plaid, I was able to create tools and products and travel the world and do things I never thought I'd do. All right. But in the beginning, the people in the painting industry made comments like, this is a sloppy, undefined technique. And so if every tip of every one of my leaves weren't perfect, this is a secret. I would go back and I'd touch every tip to make sure it had a point because of the criticism I got. But then guess what? Years later, I got an award for changing the industry and doing wonderful things in the industry. So, you know, you never know. This too shall pass. Okay. See how just little lines and little pieces. Now, how many of you out there have ever thought, I would love to learn how to paint, but never thought you could possibly do that? Well, if you watch this over, I'm telling you, I teach you that with a little bit of paint, the right paint and the right brushes. You can't use a craft brush and make that happen, just saying. All right, then you too can become an artist. All right, so I'm going to pick up yellow and red. I'm still trying to stay with these fall colors. This is daffodil yellow, apple red. I'm going to come up here. Oops. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to make a rose. I'm trying to just use the colors that I have and come in here and do the challenge with me. You've got to October 15th. To take a picture of your leftover paint from a project or something you've been practicing, and then take and paint something and come put it on our Facebook group. And I'm saving all the pictures and your name, and we will be sending out a special surprise, some giveaways, some fun things from this little challenge. So you can say, YouTube, why you challenge? Okay, why you YouTube challenge? Okay, so, and we will know what that is, YouTube challenge. All right, so see those little roses? Now look, I can just come right in here anywhere. And it's the way you put paint on your brush. All right. Okay. All right. So look at this. You're going to come here. This is apple red and daffodil yellow. And you're up on this chisel the whole time here. Look. Okay. And I just still want some more color. But you know what? I think I'm going to stop today and come back and paint some more. I'm going to put some bumblebees and other things on here. But this is my little scarecrow as an ad lib. And I might come out with another plate of paint and just add more colors when I'm, next time I come on. I might even come on, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday, Saturday? Friday and Saturday. Who knows? It's the end of the month. I got to come on and show y'all some goodies. Okay. And he's kind of cute and fun. Try him. All right. And you can put a whole body on him. And this is all about folk art, multi-surface paint with Donna Dewberry, A to Z. So you go to onestroke.com on my website and put AZ kit and it will come up. One stroke, floral painting, 50 beginner lessons. And when you purchase this, you can go watch the lessons on my Donna Dewberry plaid crafts, Donna Dewberry plaid crafts. You can go there and it shows all that on here. You can go there and do 50 lessons with me. 5 amazing brushes. These are high quality brushes, not craft brushes. 10 full bottles of paint. 1 floating medium. And that's what I use instead of water. But let me tell you, remember, you're one stroke away from being an artist. If you ever wanted to start to learn how to paint, come paint with me. Please subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I'm on. Love to see you next time, and we'll finish up our fun little project. All right. Thanks for the thumbs up. Love y'all. See you next time.